Wednesday morning, and man, it rained and thundered and lightning last night. Came down pretty good. Just got me a fresh apple off the tree. Not a whole lot of apples left. The other morning I got up, I saw a squirrel make 2 trips, ran up the tree, grabbed an apple, and took off. So he might be getting them for the deer are. That tractor just went by that brush hogs the side of the road. Looks like he just came back and went over the side of the road again. I don't know why, but that's fine. So looks like he went all the way down the road there. Maybe he went a little wider on, but we got it cleared up pretty good. With all that rain that came last night, I don't know if I'm going to be able to run the lawnmower over this thing and suck up all the leaves like I intended. Obviously, it's probably going to work a little better when it's dry. Both these fires obviously went out. It rained out there. As you can see, I got most of it cleaned up. Doesn't look too bad. Not looking bad. I had a hell of a mess going on after the first day. Oh, and I can hear that tractor coming back down the road to do the brush hogging. Let's see if we catch that in action. As you can see, I got a little bit of wood piles stacked up. Here a pile, there a pile, everywhere piles. So next time I bring up my splitter, I'm gonna split and stack it. So I'm gonna make a couple of different piles. This is like some real hard, heavy oak tree in the oak family. I don't know exactly what kind of oak, but it's real good heavy stuff. I'll split it, cover it. There's some maple over there. I'm sorry, that may be poplar. I can't remember. But this oak stuff, I'm gonna keep that separate, and that'll be good in a couple years. And I got some oak mixed in this stuff, and then the pine and the poplar and all the other crap. We'll just save that for bonfire. So see what these see what happened to this corn pile from yesterday. Not much left there. I'm sure the squirrels and blue jays will finish that off today. New back tires on Pops' 4-wheeler. They look pretty good. Should give him some pretty good traction there. Here's the trailer set up. Man, that's going to work perfect. So the next time we come up, he's going to build some little sidewalls for it. And that's a 1 7/8 ball there. We're going to cut that off and put a 2-inch coupling on there, because everything else is 2-inch around here, so that we don't have to flip-flop around different size balls. So, but yeah, it works pretty good. Like I said, I couldn't even begin to tell you how old it is. But it was parked so long. Let me show you that rim again. The other tire still held air, but this one was flat, and you can see it just completely rotted from just, you know, being flat, sitting down in the mud. Alright, so this morning I'm going to run along the roadside here and pick up all the stuff that brush hog went ahead and knocked down, so I'll kind of get that cleaned up. And then I got the trailer hooked up behind me here, and I'm going to load that up, and then I'm going to run over to the property here, and I got to finish clean up some branches. Maybe I'll get a fire going if it's not too wet, and get some little last minute things wrapped up today. I think I hear that brush hog coming back there behind me, so let me get moving. Well, it's a little slow going this morning after all that rain last night. Made this a little difficult to get going, but we'll get that burned up. Got a trailer load there that I picked up from around the property, and we'll see how much of that we get burned before we take off. a bunch of chains that bring back to life here. Throw it on the chainsaw and find me some good hardwood to run through and see if it, see how she does. Focus, focus. Cool. Well, what started off to be a rainy day is shaping up to be a fantastic day. Sun's out, temperature's perfect, nice little breeze. Just some absolute perfect weather. So, but unfortunately, it's time to go. So, you know, I'm thinking maybe next time I come up, I'll tackle that camper project. To start to get that thing tore down. I did eyeball a couple things that I'm going to salvage out of it. A couple sinks, and I'm going to take the stove that's out of there, maybe the fridge. All this stuff runs off 12 volt and propane, so that could pay off sometime down the road. No sense in just throwing good stuff away. So, but we'll shit can the rest of it that's no good. So got the property finished. Not pretty much. Mostly what I wanted to get done today. So, you know, there's never enough time to get it all done, that's for sure. Seems like I could just, you know, work non-stop, you know, every day I'm here and still just have, you know, a list of projects that I need to tackle tomorrow or the next day or the next trip up or whatever, you know. So, but I'm happy with the progress so far. I wish it hadn't rained last night. This morning I was going to get up and get out the lawnmower and just kind of run over everything and kind of pick up the leaves and, you know, little stuff like that. But it's all right. It's getting cold. Fall's here, and you know, the rest of these leaves will be dropping pretty soon. So I'll have plenty of leaves to pick up next time I'm up, and that'll be a good fall, you know, late fall project. We can get up here for a couple days, just picking up all the leaves and, you know, having a big old fire going, and that's always fun. So, but that's pretty much going to conclude this video on the off-grid project. As far as the van went, you know, the modifications that I'd done through it last week, everything worked out awesome. It was so nice to be more organized, you know, instead of just having, you know, stuff thrown all over the van. Everything kind of had a little place. I still have more shelves to put in and get that dialed in. A couple little things too, like where I put those 2 power strips. Pain in the ass to try and access those from inside the van. So that's going to have to, I got to work that around. I just need to have easier access to the outlets while I'm inside the van, not trying to crawl from the back, you know, up under the bed, because that just sucks, you know. You know, the first night I was here was, you know, I threw on the little space heater for a couple hours and knocked the chill off. Then last night, man, it was freaking hot, you know. It was just, there was a breeze going, but man, it was just hot in there. And I had both of the back doors open, the side door open. I had a breeze going through. And then finally ended up going into the house and grabbing one of those little oscillating fans, put that on, and out, slept like nobody's business. So that worked out good. But trying to find that plug at, you know, late in the night to plug that fan in was a pain in the ass, and to plug in my iPad. So we'll get that stuff addressed. So I got some shelf brackets that should be coming for it midweek. So we'll get those installed, get the shelf brackets installed, and move one of them power strips or add another power strip or whatever I end up doing. So, you know, the power strip part's just great, you know, for now, because, you know, when we come here over, when I park over my father-in-law's place, he's got power rec and plug right in, and that makes things easy, you know. But as soon as I can get some solar panels mounted on there and get my 12 volt electrical system set up, you know, power strips really aren't going to be an issue. But they are for now, because I don't have solar panels. So, alright guys, that's going to conclude today's video and wrap up this little 4-day excursion that we were on. So that's going to be it, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on A Big Transit Adventure. Peace.